Hi everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mr. Pinnington and I'm Head of Science in St. Joseph's Catholic School. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about the A-level physics course and some of the things that we might do in the course. You can see that obviously we're not in normal circumstances, so I'm talking to you live from my man cave, where I come to get a little bit of peace and quiet and to get some of my schoolwork done. So here, guys, is a little breakdown, and hopefully you've had an opportunity to get one of these when you've been into one of our open days earlier in the year, just to describe what the background of physics is, why you should study it. It also gives you an idea of what this can lead on to if you pursue this in higher education. Now you can see on the breakdown for year 12 that there's two main units, one of them being motion, energy and matter, and in that one we look mainly at forces of motion, so it'd be a good continuation of the work that you did in year 11 science. The other unit that you'll study is electricity and light, and that ties in a lot with work that you've studied in year 10. Now both of these units are 20% of the overall grade and they'll contribute to an AS level in physics. We then finish that off next year by doing some further units to take up to the full content of the course. So let's have a quick look now at something that you could do in the interim that ties in with these units and is quick and easy as a little bit that you can do at home. So for this experiment, I've had my own interests in looking at space rekindled with everything that's happened with SpaceX, Elon Musk, and the new commercial launch of astronauts from America up to the International Space Station. And it's got myself looking into the skies a lot, especially as it's been so clear recently. And as we've been homeschooling, my little boy, Jack, who's 9, he's taken an interest in with me as well. Probably a good excuse for him to stay up a bit later than he normally should. So one of the things that we've been doing is looking at constellations, and we've been looking at where they are in the night sky. We can measure the angle of a constellation makes to us to use a Google search to try and work out what that constellation is if we're not sure. Now to do that you need the following things. You need a piece of paper, pencil and a pen, some sellotape, piece of blue tack and a piece of string. Step 1. You take your pencil, your sellotape and your piece of paper and you sellotape the pencil to the piece of paper like this. Step 2. Take your little bit of plasticine or blue tack and stick it on the end of your piece of string. 3. You sellotape your two bits together. So you've got your pencil on your piece of string and the plasticine on the pendulum bob is free to swing like this. Now what you would do, whatever object it is that you are looking up in the night sky, I want you to imagine that there's a star here, and I might even try and stick one in just for fun. You would look along the pencil so it is eyed up with that star. Get someone to help you, wait until your little pendulum bob has stopped moving, and draw a line down here where the pendulum bob is hanging. Your next step, as you can see on the screen now, would be to measure the angle made between your pendulum bob and your pencil. Use a protractor to measure this. I know you've all got one of these because you bought them ready for your maths GCSEs, and if you're considering A-level physics, you're going to need one there too. So when you've done this experiment and you've calculated your angle, you then need to take that angle away from 90 degrees. So I had a measurement of 42 degrees. 90 minus 42 gave me a latitude of 48 degrees. Now this was a completely made up one because it was for my made up star, which is here again, and it's gone. But we can do this to find our exact position. So you'd probably do this using the North Star. That's the best way to do it. The North Star is quite easy to find. What you want to do is to look for the plough, or if you're American, you'd call it the Big Dipper or Ursa Major. Look across, and from that image then you see that there's a very bright star a little bit higher up from that. If you do that for this star on your position, you'll be able to work out your latitude as to where you are on Earth, and this works wherever you are on the northern hemisphere. Working out longitude is a little bit harder, but I'll leave you guys look out for that for yourselves, and you can let me know how you got on when you come back to school. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to hear from some of our pupils as to why they took A-level physics.
I chose to study physics because I was interested in astronomy. However, as the year went on, I became fascinated in materials manufacture and I enjoyed studying salts and stress, particularly stress-strain relationships for different materials. On the whole, my A-level physics experience has been amazing, as I can now apply my knowledge in physics to different scenarios. Physics has opened many doors for me, and I'm looking forward to studying medical engineering at university.
Hey guys, hope you're all safe. My name's Ryan. I studied physics throughout Year 12, and I'm here to talk to you about my experience with physics throughout Year 12 and why you might like it too. So, I honestly don't know where to start. Physics at A level is the most unique, interesting subject that you could take. The work that you do is unrivaled with any other subject. It's just so interesting, so fun, and so different. And I mean, the course material alone, I mean, in what course do you get to study space and lasers at the same time? You don't. So that's honestly, physics is it's the best subject you could take at A level. Trust me. Yes, it is tough, but as long as you're willing to put in the work, it'll be fine. If you put in the work beforehand, you should see the results. Honestly, it's so good, and I can't say it enough. If you're thinking about taking physics, you should definitely take it. You won't regret it. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of information about A-level physics, and it's given you a little opportunity to have a play, or inspired you to have a play with some astronomy yourselves tonight. I look forward to seeing you all in September. Stay safe, God bless, take care.